Xcom Enemy Unknown, what is it? Is it any good, and what are my impressions of it? Stay tuned to find out. Xcom Enemy Unknown is a strategy game for the PC, the Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 3. What you see here is, of course, the PC version. Under your single player, you have the option for easy, which I recommend nobody ever use. It is way too easy, and it's just not fun. You've got your normal difficulty, which most people should in fact be playing on. It's challenging, but it's fair. You've got your classic ability, which basically is anyone who's played the original XCOM a lot, is a strategy game vet, and knows what they're doing. And of course, you've got your impossible difficulty, which, unless you're trying for the achievement for beating the game on impossible, you probably don't want to be playing on, because this game is hard, even on the easier difficulty settings. Much more importantly, though, we have this Advanced Options tab, and in here we get Enable Iron Man. When you enable the Iron Man, you play with a single save. It is updated every time you take a turn, and the Iron Man game choices are important. If a character dies, you cannot res that character. He is gone forever. He will be in a memorial, you can pay your respects, but you will never see him on the battlefield again. Why is that important? Wow. We'll find that out in a bit, because I'm going to tell you about it whenever we get into some actual gameplay. But going back to the main menu for a moment, we also have multiplayer. I haven't sunk any time into that yet because I'm enthralled by the single-player campaign on this game, but honestly, I've been told it is quite good, and I'm going to do a video of it for you guys at some point. But really, this game is all about the single-player, and that's what you should be picking it up for. You've, of course, got your options settings. You go in there, you're going to get your traditional audio settings, not too much changes in games like this. Gameplay, simple again, you got your show action cam, which is going to give you these cinematic type effects. Third person cam, autosave, which of course will be on by default if you play Iron Man. And your enemy health. Interface, you could play it with different settings. Mouse is obviously the way to go here. It's the way that's designed, and it's the correct way, as far as I'm concerned, to play any strategy game. It's a grid-based format. You want to have complete control over the grid. Best way to do that is be able to point at things. You've got your video options. We're seeing here that I'm playing in full screen mode. You can lock your mouse to the window if you're playing in windowed mode. Resolution, your gamma, your VSync, and of course your frame rate. More importantly, you've got your graphics setting. This is where you're going to change everything. Presets. High is the highest. Obviously, you can switch it out to low, medium, and then of course back to high. This game is not taxing at all. It runs on a toaster effectively, so I'm pretty sure just about everybody out there is going to be able to play it on high. Anyway, guys, I'm going to switch over into a game, and we'll meet you on the other side. We'll discuss how this thing plays. Alright, guys, welcome back. I've adjusted the audio settings a little bit, so hopefully this isn't as loud as the beginning part, and I apologize for that. The audio levels are just a little bit hard to get going correctly. I'm sure in time we'll be able to figure that out. Anyway, this is Mission Control. This is where you control everything outside of the battlefield in XCOM. You've got more important buildings than others, but basically, your entire base here is fully interactable. You've got your satellite uplinks, your alien storage containers, your training schools, your barracks, your research labs, your hangars, your situation rooms, all the things you need to effectively fight the alien menace. In your research area, you can do research and development. You'll see here that I have a plasma rifle being researched. In 6 days, game time, I'll be able to outfit my troops with plasma rifles by building them, conveniently enough, in the engineering lab. Those are kind of like a symbiotic relationship between the research and the engineering. You've got your barracks. That's where you'll train new soldiers. It's where you'll fix your current soldiers up. It's where you'll go to your officer training school and get new perks. You've got your hangar, that's where you'll have all your ships stored. You'll be able to upgrade your ships there. You'll be able to launch your ships there. And you've got your situation room, which is going to tell you about panic levels all throughout the world, tell you where you need to deal with to make sure panic doesn't spread, tell you who's giving you what kind of money for the XCOM project, where you might need to invest some more, where you've already invested possibly too much, things like that. We'll go here into the barracks for a moment. We're going to take a look at the soldiers. And you'll see here, basically, that I've got a list of all my active soldiers. I don't like to keep too many soldiers. Some people will keep all full 99 like you're allowed to. Again, as we mentioned earlier, it's a situation where any kind of recruit or newer character is not going to be as good as somebody who's seen a lot of battle. That's why I don't like keeping around a lot of people. Effectively, you're not leveling everybody up if you're keeping a lot of people, because you can only bring 5 or 6 people into battle depending on how upgraded your overall staff is. You don't want to have 50 or 60 people sitting around. None of them will ever see enough battle. You'll see here my top character, Colonel Dodger Lee. She has a nickname assigned to her, Solo. That is because the game will assign nicknames dynamically based on their personality. Now, Dodger's a sniper. She takes out a lot of people in one hit. She does a lot of work by herself, so it assigned her Solo. You could change that. Let's have a look-see here. We just go ahead and click on Dodger. We're going to bring up her character page. You'll see all the pertinent information here on this page. Dodger's name, Dodger's nickname, the country of origin for her, how many missions she's undertaken without dying, how many kills she has, and of course her class, which in the case of Dodger here, as we mentioned, is a sniper. You've got your stats here, base stats in blue. Yellow is going to be your additional stats coming from equipment and armor, things like that. If you look down here, you've got all of Dodger's abilities. These are the abilities I picked from her talent tree, for lack of a better way of putting it. Somebody who's played an MMO, you're going to be familiar with that stuff. That's over here in the abilities tab. Every time you level up, you have a choice between 2 abilities, except for your very first level, which is Squatty, and the level of Major, where you automatically get a very specific class thing that you're going to use. In the case of a sniper, it's low profile. It makes every single piece of cover count as a full piece of cover, whether it's partial or not. We were talking about the ability to edit them, customize them. That's where the Customize tab comes in. We can change Dodger's name. We can change Dodger's nickname, her race, her voice, her head, her skin color, whether she wears a helmet, what her hair looks like, if she has armor and decorations, what her tint is on the armor. I like her wearing red in the decoration she has now, but if you know anything about Dodger from over on Press Heart to Continue, you know she never, ever, ever has plain hair like that. So let's take a look at her hair color options. Yeah, that sounds like something Dodge would wear. She has crazy colored hair. If you haven't seen her over on Press Heart to Continue or Dexterity Bonus, I recommend you go watch her videos. They're a lot better than mine, and, well, quite frankly, she's a lot hotter than I am, so there's that too. But we won't go into that. We're going to go back out here, and then we're going to look at her loadout. Now, loadout is where you can change what kind of armor you're wearing. You can change your weaponry, obviously, sidearm, and one piece of equipment. If she was a medic, I could carry a med pack. She's a sniper, so I'm going to carry a scope, which of course makes her shots more likely to hit. I could switch it out for a grenade if I wanted, although as a sniper she's never supposed to be in super close quarters combat, so that shouldn't be happening too often. And of course we've got the ability to just change up stuff that we have researched and or developed. I don't have another pistol because I haven't researched and developed one, and I haven't built one in engineering. But as you can see here, I can change my sniper rifle, if I wanted to one of these other options if I was a different class. Or the traditional sniper rifle that I had at the beginning of the game, not as powerful as my laser one, which is why I'm going to stick to my laser rifle. The problem I do have is that every single time you develop a new weapon or a new armor, it is always best to equip it. There is never a penalty for equipping it. It is always better than what's below it. So there's no tough choices to be made in terms of gearing. Whatever you have new, equip that. That is the way to go. It's really the only quote-unquote dumbed-down feature in this game, but it really does take any choices out of how you gear your people. Take the best thing you have, give it to them. If you look over here at this little blinking yellow icon, that indicates that that character has a level up available. No, I don't have a bunch of people sitting around just waiting to level up. I just recently got a perk, which we'll show you in the officer training school shortly, that upgrades everybody from recruit to what they call squatty, the first level. It's beautiful because recruits are dumb and we don't want recruits. They're likely to panic on the battlefield. We don't want that. So if we take somebody like Sergeant Catherine Owens here from good old Canada like I am, we'll have the ability to go to her abilities tab, and because it's her first level, she'll automatically get her level 1 ability, which is Smoke Grenade. Problem solved. Now the problem with this is that whether they become a sniper or a support or a heavy seems to be entirely random. There's no way of picking what they're going to get. It's not based on their actions on the battlefield. It's literally just the game says, okay, you're going to get a heavy this time when you level up. You're going to get a support this time when you level up. no choice on that. So you're going to have to keep a bunch of people on active roster until you get at least one of each one, realistically 2, so that you'll be able to turn around and keep enough people on staff for when people get wounded, which is what we're looking at here with Jontron and Thomas Walker. Both of these people are wounded. One's gravely wounded, one's just wounded. You'll see underneath their recovery time. That's how long it's going to take before they can return to active duty. In the meantime, I cannot bring them into battle, because if I do, they will likely die, and we don't want that. Like we said earlier, Iron Man mode, they will stay dead. And what happens when they stay dead? Well, they go in the memorial, and you'll see here, sadly, Jesse Madman Cox died after making 18 kills and 11 missions. Sad day. Although he did outlast Angry Kingpin Joe, who only got 6 kills and died on mission 5. Semper Fi. Semper Fi. As I was mentioning earlier, I got that perk to level everybody up instantly. That comes from the officer training school. You just purchase these upgrades as you go. The one that we're talking about there is not rapid recovery. Which one was that? That was new guy. Yes, new soldiers are automatically promoted to the squatty rank. You can only purchase what's here. New ones don't show up. Don't Die On Me was my last one to buy. I haven't quite bought that yet. I don't have the funds. As you can see, money is scarce in this game. I only make 554, I don't know, Earth credits, I guess that is, a month. So you got to consider that that also has to pay for your research and development. It has to pay for your engineering. It has to pay for your new facilities within the base, and it has to pay for, well, this. Oh, also training new troops, hiring new troops, things like that. Basically, money is tough to get and very easy to spend in this game. Tough choices all around on that. Alright, folks, well, I'm going to cut the video here. We're going to skip ahead to an actual battle, and I'll see you on the flip side. We'll see how this thing actually plays out. Okay, guys, welcome back. We've got an alien abduction reporting. Basically, what these are going to be...
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
Is basically that. Abductions in progress throughout the world. We get a chance to look here and see what the panic level of the area is. Doing the mission successfully will reduce panic, so we want to go to the one that's going to have the more panic in the area. However, there's also a difficulty to consider, and the fact that you do get a reward differing depending on which one you pick. I don't need a new sniper. Scientists are always helpful. Mexico is panicking more than Africa, so I guess we're going to go into Mexico. Down here, you've got your loadout of all your people who are coming down. We've got Squire Morris here. I think we're going to get him a little bit of editing before we go into battle. We're going to give him his squatty rank like we discussed earlier. And we'll play with his loadout a little bit. This is probably because somebody else I have is already injured, can't make it into the battle, so we're going with a new guy. We're going to see if he panics. We did discuss panicking earlier. I think we're ready here. We got Jontron, we got Rosanna Pansino, we got Dodger Lee, some random people that aren't named after YouTubers. We're ready to go. Let's launch the mission. Anyway, we discussed panic earlier, and we'll discuss it a little bit once we get into the mission. I'm going to let you listen to the talking here for a second, and I'll get back to it after we do that.
We have visual on the mission site. Setting down.
We're going to be putting down in Mexico for this mission. We've picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity within a major metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
Alright, so now that the talking is basically done, we talked about panicking earlier, and basically what a new recruit can do is they can panic on the battlefield. We don't want that, because what they're going to do is they're going to either shoot at their friends, they're going to run away from battle, they're going to charge into battle, they're going to hunker down, they're going to do all kinds of crazy things without your control, and you don't want that. Because basically, if they get killed, well, we saw earlier, they're going in that memorial. So anyway, let's get into it here. We're going to click the launch mission button. Good job. Anyway, and once we get in there, this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to sweep the abduction site and identify the threats, and then we're going to have to neutralize the targets. Seems like it's a simple search and destroy. I can't talk today. I'm sorry, folks. It's kind of late. Let's get into this. So you see here, we're going to land at the beginning of the mission. We're going to pop out of this. This is very cinematic. This is the thing we talked about earlier you can turn off.
Central. Big Sky in position on approach of the abduction site. Strike 1 is awaiting drop clearance.
Copy that, Big Sky. Strike 1 is cleared to engage hostile targets. Watch your backs out there, people.
And there we go. The mission's begun. So I can move any of my people around on this grid like we were talking about earlier. It is a grid system. Cover is indicated by these shields. So if I'm going to be in cover, It's going to indicate right there that I'm going to have half cover and which direction the cover is facing in. If I'm behind the vehicle, obviously the cover is facing forward. If I'm on the right, it's facing to the left, etc. Each character has their abilities down here, and they're capable of using those twice, technically, per turn, if they're staying within that blue range. The blue range is basically their original walk range. I can extend that further out into what they call dashing. That is the yellow section you see here. If I were to dash, I have the problem of I cannot perform another action. I will run to wherever I'm told to go, and that is it. There will be no chance for me to prepare to shoot if something enters my range. There will be no chance for me to shoot right away. It's just not going to happen. I also have the ability, if I don't want to use Jontron first here, I want to switch it out to Dodger at the beginning, to just click on her. Now I'm in control of Dodger. And I'm going to do that, and the reason is I'm going to run up here into cover, and then I'm going to use a sniper ability called Battle Scanner. I'm going to throw that up into the battlefield, and that's going to reveal any enemies that might be hiding in that area.
Up and running.
Always good to have a little bit of an advanced warning as to what may or may not be there.
It's not carrying a weapon like the others. What could it be doing?
Like you see there, we just discovered that there is a bunch of, I'm going to see, mutons. Oh, a new muton, a red one. That's what that lady was talking about. Not sure what's up with her. Mutons are horrible creatures. As you can see here, a lot of health, and they do some very big damage. We do not want those things surprising us. Good thing we put down that battle scanner. Now we know, for example, that they're way up there. It's going to take them some time to get here, so we can advance out of cover a little bit. Just make things easier. The closer we get to them, the better, so that we can start getting good firing ranges off on them. Madazda here, or whatever his name is, he is also a sniper, so we're going to run him to the max range. And then we're going to use his battle scanner as well. I know it seems like overkill, but we're going to want to throw it in this direction. Hopefully it won't get stuck on the outside of the building.
Scanners online.
But it did, so we're not going to reveal too much more, but at least we know there's not anyone immediately in the entrance to the building. And then we're just going to move our troops up and prepare, basically, for battle. Now, normally you don't want to keep your guys all clustered up like this. It's a bad maneuver, but we know where the enemy is right now, or at least where some of it is, so we're hoping that we're not going to get surprised over the next alien turn. Now the aliens are going to get a turn. They're technically speaking hidden from us, so they don't know we're here yet. They're not going to make a move on us just quite yet. It's good for us, bad for them, I guess. It's kind of like playing Russian roulette, not knowing where your enemies are. We are going to take control of Dodger here, I think, first, if at all possible. You know what? No, we're going to leave John in control. We're going to dash him out over here.
Enemy in sight.
Now we've got them in sight. Now we can start taking shots at them. They get a free move every time you see them.
I'm being flanked.
X-rays coming in from the sides.
You can see my guys starting to talk to each other there. If they were completely new recruits, they would start panicking at that point. That would not be a good time. We got Dodger up and running here. She is, of course, a sniper. She might be able to hit one of these and kill it. Let's see what we've got going on. Headshot's going to increase my damage. Let's see if we can take this one down. You see there, Dodger never misses. Perfect shot, takes out her thing. She's got double tap as an ability, so she can still shoot. I think we're just going to enter Overwatch with... oh, no, for some reason we're on row now. So let's go... Ah, yeah, of course. So Dodger couldn't shoot her double tap because she wasn't in range of a second person. This guy's up against the wall, so we can't do anything with that. What we're going to do is we're going to move Rosanna up here, and then we're going to go ahead and try to take a shot over cover at that guy. He looks big and scary. We want to do as much damage to him as possible. Or just miss entirely. Nature of the game, guys. Nature of the game. We'll see if our other sniper here has a chance to hit somebody. I don't think he does. He does not. We're going to go ahead and move to cover because we don't want these aliens coming at our snipers who aren't well protected. We'll hunker down. That'll give him better defense for his next turn. We'll move up here. We're going to try another shot off on our friend up here. Oh no, we found more mutons. You do not want more mutons. And you see there, they can break the environment, go through windows, things like that. They're coming at me hardcore here. This is not looking good. I'm going to take a shot at this guy, but I don't know if I really should, to be honest with you. It's probably going to miss. And right there, we'll see a graphical glitch. I shot through, for some reason, that sign instead of going around it. Lots of graphical errors in this game. I don't know why. Here's a reaction shot. That's a class ability. He got within 4 shots of me, so I took a shot at him. Anyway, graphical issues. I've seen Dodger's eyeballs pop out of her head. Not something you're going to want to see happen. It is horrifying. All kinds of weird graphical things like that going on in this game. I wish they weren't, but, you know, at the end of the day, I can forgive it because the game is just so damn good. These guys are all melee-ish. Actually, the mutons aren't melee at all. I'm an idiot. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But this red guy looks like he is. So I'm going to move out into this open area because I want to do as much damage to him as possible. I do not want him coming after me. You can see there he tried to intimidate me. It didn't work because I'm a hardened battle vet. Tried to take a reaction shot, of course. Didn't manage to hit him, which from that range you think I would, but here he comes. He's gonna... Oh! He just killed that guy. That, of course, was our rookie. Easy to kill a rookie. He didn't have any upgraded armor or abilities. He's down for the count. We'll see the other mutons here. They usually try to work together, so they're gonna move around. They're gonna work... Oh, blood call. That's not good. That ups everything on them. Defense, attack, all that kind of stuff. Not a fan of them doing that. This idiot's going to try to shoot us through a wall. That's not going to work. Other muton moving around inside the Taco Bell, I guess. Now, he just entered Overwatch. What that does is that allows him... Whoa, car just exploded. That would have done damage to any of my guys who were adjacent to the car, by the way. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, what that allows him to do, this Overwatch ability, is that allows him to shoot at anyone who enters his frame of vision as they're walking around. It's basically a reaction shot, not something you want to see going off. I have a stun on this guy. That's what this move here is. I can capture him, bring him back to base for further study. I want to do that because this is a new character. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to do it, because if not, I'm in for a world of hurt. We're going to try to get him.
Subduing time.
Bam! He's out. So we have captured that one. That is ours. We are going to be able to study him. That is not something that happens every day. I'm glad that we got that. Here's his reaction. You'll notice that Jontron has lightning reflexes, so that reaction shot, by definition, cannot hit him. He will automatically miss. John should be in range now to take a shot at one of them. Only a 45% chance of hitting. We're going to put him into Overwatch, kind of turn the tables on them. Dodger should have a shot from here. No, she doesn't. Now, that's going to be difficult. What do we do with her? We don't want to bring her out into the line of fire, but if she doesn't move, we're never going to get a good sniper shot off with her. So I guess we're going to have to. We're going to bring her to cover over here. Ro's a medic, so she'll be sitting right next to her. That'll be able to take care of her. We're going to hunker down for now. That means we don't want Ro to move. She's got the med kits. We don't want her leaving. Flip through our targets, see who we got a better shot at. 52% looks like that's who we're going to go for. And a hit through the window. That was beautiful. You'll see here he again tries to intimidate, but I don't think it's going anywhere. Not against these battle-hardened veterans. They killed my only guy who isn't battle-hardened. My other sniper, of course, is out here against this truck. He's got a good shot. He'll probably be able to take that guy down through the window, so we're going to finish that guy off. Perfect. Dead on hit. One more muton down. Good choice. Of course, alien turns. Let's see what these guys are trying to do now. Oh, and some new guys are back there. Those look like jumpers. Jumpers are not pleasant. Oh, big hit on somebody down there. I'm not really sure who's out in the open, but leaving them there was not a good choice on my part, but at least we took care of the mutons. Here's a reaction shot again. You'll notice that John missed on that one. That came from his Overwatch, of course. So John's got an opportunity to move here. We're going to move over here. Now we're within close range. We should be able to finish this guy off with 1 or 2 shots. So we're going to go ahead and pop him with John. We're going to follow that up, hopefully with a shot from Dodger that should drop that guy down. 65% chance, or we can go for the guy inside at 85. Let's go for the guaranteed-ish hit. We don't want to take any chances at missing. Dodge almost drops that guy down. There goes the intimidating again. No go on that. We're going to go ahead and let Roe finish this one off. Oh no, Dodge can double tap. That's true. Dodge is going to put this guy down. That's why Dodger's got as many kills as she does. Alright, Rosanna now has an opportunity to move. She can probably take out that other mutant, so we're going to move her up here. And we're going to take a shot at this guy. Only 42%, but she's usually pretty good. Oh, and as I say that, she misses.
Damn it! Enemy is still alive.
Luckily, we still have a sniper out here. Only a 58% chance, but he's a sniper. He should be able to pull off this shot and double tap. Boom! He's gone. That guy is out. Now we're moving Walker. He's the one that, of course, was hit by the enemies earlier. I don't want him dying, even though he's not a major member of my team, so I'm going to run him back towards the back here, get him into some cover, put him into Overwatch, so if somebody comes near him, he'll be able to attack them. See there, some of the environment broke itself. Chances are it was structurally unsound. Yes, this building can collapse with enough damage. Here come the jumpers around the corner. They're going to use the cover to try to shoot, but that's going to reduce their ability because they're shooting through 2 windows to hit me. Jumper goes into Overwatch, and another one is going to take a shot again at Roe. Hits her, 6 damage. Goes back around the corner. This is going to be an interesting position for me. I can move John out of cover, but if I do that, that's not going to be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use his run and gun capability. That allows him to shoot after dashing. Now that means I'll be able to dash over here into a new set of cover and still take a shot. This one again, he's in Overwatch, but I've got lightning reflexes, so his shots will do nothing to me. They will break up that wall pretty good, though. Lose his cover by trying it. And now I'm still capable, like I say, of firing even though I dashed. This guy's going down, 100% chance. He's out.
See you in hell.
And John will hunker down. Dodger's probably not going to have a shot at that guy in the corner. Yes, she does. 95% chance. That guy's going to die. He's gone. Alright, Dodge takes care of that guy, as we said. She's got no ammo left, so she won't be able to double tap. We're going to move over to Roe. Not many places left out here for protection, unfortunately, but we're going to move into here, hide behind this little table. Not going to offer much in the way of protection, maybe 1 or 2 shots, but it looks like she might be able to finish this guy off. And she does. Might be mission accomplished here, folks.
Target disabled. Need a resupply.
It is not. There is still an enemy somewhere, and I'm not sure where, so we're going to start moving around looking for people, probably out left. We're going to go ahead and move our sniper over here, toss another battle scanner, see if we can find some people.
Eyes in the sky.
Battle scanner's down, not seeing anybody. Looks like they might be around the other side of the building. We're going to take a run over here with our injured guy. I know he's out in the open, but there's no enemies in sight over this way. Alien activity turn. We'll see if they try to make a move on me. And there they are. Slendermen. They are hidden. They're called Thin Men in this game, by the way. Hidden inside the restaurant. We've got a reaction shot here. We miss, but we blow up the entire front of the Taco Bell. That's just disappointing to the people who own that, I guess. So now that we know where they're hidden, we can take a move.
What was that?
They're doing some sonar on us, trying to figure out where we are, but no, that probably won't work out well for them. We'll dash in there with John. He needs to be ready for the next opportunity. Dodger's not going to get a shot off from here, so we're going to move her to here. But she also needs to reload, so we're going to go ahead and let her stand there doing that. Roe can come over here. Now there's a door in our way. We know they're behind it, so we're going to open that door up. And there they are. We're going to be able to take a shot at them, except I need to reload, so we're going to have to use the pistol on this one. Hopefully the pistol will be strong enough to take them down from this range. We'll find out. Oh, or she could miss from point blank. Not a good time. We'll move our other sniper up, of course, now, because we know where they are. We're going to try to get him as close in as possible. Run him out here. Again, he's not in cover, but that's okay, because we know where the enemies are at this point. And our other injured buddy, now that he knows where everybody is going to go hide behind this car, because, well, let's face it, we definitely don't want him going down. Aliens are going to get a turn now. There's only the two of them by the looks of things. Doesn't seem like they're going to be able to do much. They'll take some shots at Ro. They might be able to kill her here. That's not going to be good, actually, for me. I hope they can't. That guy's being an idiot and just running away. And he's going to take a shot at John. Dumb choice on their part. They might have been able to finish off Ro, but the way they're playing, they're not going to be able to do that. John's got an opportunity to shoot here. 75% chance to hit. He's going to take it. There goes that thin man. Poison cloud busts out of those. You don't want to be right next to them when they die. Dodger needs to reload, so we're going to let her do that.
Let's rock.
Ro's going to switch to her primary weapon. We're going to put her back into a further cover because she's taking some damage. And we're going to go ahead and heal her wounds with her med pack because she's a support class. We don't want to take any chances on her dying.
I need ammo.
And now we've got our other sniper here. He doesn't have a clean shot at the guy, so he's going to get into cover, and we're going to go ahead and hunker down over this way. And our other buddy, as we discussed, is just going to keep fleeing because we really don't want him dying. He's not that useful, but as you saw, he did manage to stun the alien that we're going to be able to autopsy or interrogate, possibly both. We definitely don't want him going down because we need to keep taking those guys hostage. John's got an opportunity here. We could run and gun again, see what happens. Not enough ammo. He needs to reload, so we're going to go ahead and reload him. Dodger doesn't have a shot off on anybody from here. We'll move her up. Looks like the enemy might have fled into the other rooms because it doesn't look like he's here. He might have gone out back. No, he's still there. Here's a reaction shot from his Overwatch. Good thing we healed up Ro. Doesn't matter. He's going to miss. And we're going to come out here. We'll go ahead and reload out in the open because we know exactly where he is. He's not much of a threat. And we'll move our other sniper up here. Get a good opportunity to take him out on our next turn. He's flanked by three of us. I don't see much of an opportunity for him to do anything to us. Should be a quick kill. See there, he took a shot at her. Not much of an opportunity for him. We're going to get John to run out into an area where he can aim. And hopefully John will be able to just take him out. And there goes.
Excellent work.
And there's a mission complete.
Objectives complete.
You'll see here you get a rating at the end of each mission. We did lose an operative, sadly, although he was only a recruit, so we still got a good on that. Killed every alien. We got an excellent. The abductions, of course, here is what we were working on down in Mexico. We're going to click continue, fly back to base, and we're going to see what the net result of our actions is. Alright, so here we are back at base. Looks like John got a promotion, and Rosanna also got a promotion. We'll take care of those later on.
Another live capture? Please give my thanks to the main commander. I know it can't be an easy task trying to bring them in alive. You can trust that the research team will make it worth the trouble.
So you'll see here that we captured a Berserker. We went ahead and we got floater corpses, thin man corpses, muton corpses, the Berserker captive, of course, and some weapon fragments. All of these things, with the exception of the captive, are going to be used to build other things. And then we get our Operation Lazy Dirge Council transmission. This is going to tell us basically you succeeded or you failed. Tell us what happens as a result. We got our 4 scientists, which was the gift that we were given. Panic in Mexico, which is where the operation was, went down by 1. But because we didn't attend to that one thing in Africa, panic in Africa did increase.
We will be in touch, Commander.
As you can see there, that guy says he's going to be in touch. He is the leader of the Xcom project. He controls everything you do. You don't want to piss that guy off, but we did a good job, so I'm sure he's okay with us. And we're going to go ahead and click right over here onto this guy. This is our captive. Let's see what happens when we try to interrogate him, shall we? Oh, that's right. We can't do that yet. We need to go down to the research lab.
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
We're going to go ahead and change the research project. We're going to interrogate the Berserker. Now we'll see what happens when we interrogate him. Kind of looks like one of those things from Halo, to be honest with you. Grunts, I think they were called, but Definitely a lot meaner. Look at him try to bust his way out of there. No chance. We're going to find out some information from him. Takes 1 day. Let's go ahead and advance the time 1 day, see what happens. So there we go. The research is complete. We're going to go ahead and carry on, see what we get out of him. Swing by the research lab. So we got a new armor technology credit. That's going to be good. That's going to be able to let us upgrade our existing armor. You get, of course, a big write-up here about the creature should you want to read the lore. And, yeah, that's it. So, basically, I guess this is a good time to summarize what I think about the game. I do love it. It's a time vampire. I've sucked over 20 hours of my life into this thing in the last 3-ish days. Don't foresee myself putting it down anytime soon. Iron Man mode, like I said, definitely the way to go on it. Tough combat choices. I didn't really show you that in the mission, but if you were to use a grenade, for example, to kill an enemy, you're not going to get what they drop. You want those weapon fragments. You want things like that. Don't blow them up if you can help it. But sometimes you really don't have a choice. You don't want them getting to your guys. You're going to use an explosive device. Cars will also ruin it, so try to keep even the enemies away from exploding cars. We talked about how I dislike the graphical issues. They're not super in your face, but when they happen, they're just kind of off-putting. I've seen people shoot in the wrong direction. I've seen people shoot through things, as we saw in the mission we just did. I'm honestly sure those are going to get fixed up in a patch, but for now, just be aware that they're there. There is all kinds of AI issues. We didn't see any of that there either, but sometimes the enemy AI will just run back and forth for no reason. I think it's a pathing issue. I think if they can't necessarily find a direct way to you, they just kind of hobble back and forth. Mostly happens with melee characters. So really there's only 1 or 2 of the alien species that are mostly melee anyway. So it's not a huge deal, but something to be concerned about, I guess. Another issue, lack of mission variety. You saw there that basically I just had to kill everything. That happens in a lot of missions. There's escort missions, which honestly don't come up too often, but there's those. And then really the only other type of mission is when you shoot down a UFO or a UFO lands somewhere. It's still just a kill everything mission, but it gives you a different kind of setting. I'm told there's story missions later on. Hopefully those things really pan out into something cool, but so far I haven't hit any of those. Last thing to touch on, I guess. The game is, of course, rated M. I don't see why. You saw how little the violence actually is. There's no drugs, sex, rock and roll, or any of that. Rated M, don't know why. There's a $59.99 retail package that you can buy in stores. It's a special edition. Comes with the making of book. It's got all kinds of artwork, quotes from the developers. Definitely worth checking that out. Comes with an iron-on or stitch-on patch. I'm really not sure how those work because I don't use them. I guess you could make a Halloween costume out of it, Earth Defense Force, that kind of thing. It's the little Vigilio Confido thing that you see up here. My Latin's terrible. I apologize. You could stitch that onto your clothes, I guess. If you don't want all that extra physical stuff or you just like getting your games digitally, it is available over on Steam for $49.99, so $10 less. Don't get those physical items. Overall, I recommend this game as a buy, guys. I think it's really, really good, and I think you're going to enjoy it. If you have any interest in old-school strategy games, the original XCOM, Final Fantasy Tactics, Ogre Battles, that kind of thing, check this one out. Excellent game, fun all around, and I really don't think you're going to have any problem getting your money's worth out of it. There will be paid DLC down the road. I believe there's a little bit of it up now. Don't know how much I'm going to get into that stuff. Seems like the single-player campaign might be what I focus on, and then I'll be done with it. But, like I said, I've already got 20 hours of fun out of it. I don't see that stopping anytime soon. Alright, guys, until next time, I've been Matthew. You've been watching Select Button Games. Have a good one.